Tell us a little bit about your career. Is there a specific spot, a specific team that you played for that really stood out in your career? And is there any particular story that you could tell us with some of the players that you played with that really stood out in your career that you can share with all the fans?
Let me think. I've played with so many teams, man. Like I said, I've been on 9 different NFL, not in the NFL, but professional teams, 7 different NFL teams. I would say my encounter with Tom Brady one time, man. And Tom Brady might not remember this, but I remember one time I went out there and it was cold. We were in Foxborough, and it's cold out there. It's cold. I'm like, oh, I didn't dress up, properly for practice. I dressed up like I was in Texas, kind of, in a sense. So I went out there. As soon as I got out there, I was like, oh, my God, I can't believe how cold it is out here. And it's like a blizzard. And then somebody come from behind and, tap me on my butt or my ass. And he says, not your kind of weather, huh, Trey? And I see him walking away, not jogging away to get on the practice field. And I'm like, oh shit, that's Tom Brady. I was like, yeah, Tom, yeah, I appreciate it, man. I didn't know what to say, at the time. It was just, that was one of my memorable encounters with, one of the best quarterbacks I've ever played with. So shout out Tom Brady.
Of any of the spots that you went to, were there any coaches that stood out to you in particular? Whether they were head coaches or even assistant coaches, because like you said, you played for 7 different NFL teams. So were there any coaches that stood out to you, and is there any backstories behind something they did or their personality?
One guy that stuck out to me was Chuck Pagano. He's a good guy. He overcame cancer, and one thing he said to the team one time, he said, you get to wake up, you get to play the game of football, you get to play the game of, you get to play a professional game of football. In the NFL, you get to play in the NFL, you get to. And that was one thing that stuck with me with Chuck Pagano, because, I was like, man, that's really, that kind of touched me a little bit, because, we get to, and this is a guy that, overcame cancer. He beat cancer. So, we get to, and that stuck with me. That was like a life, that was something that stuck with me for life, and that stick with me to this day. We get to wake up. That's why I'm thankful. I'm thankful to this day.
One of our fans, Trey, asked me to ask you this. One of our fans asked. Shout out to Chuck Pagano, who I think is one of the best defensive minds in the NFL right now. I really do think he is, and he had a sensational season last year as a defensive coordinator. So, one of the fans asked me to ask you, what organization was run the best that you've played for?
I'll give you top 3.
All right, top 3.
Because I played for so many. It's like I played for 7 different teams, so I'll give you top 3. And this is not in the order. It's just me just seeing how. The top facilities, top, stuff that they had. It was, I say the Cowboys, the Steelers, and Cowboys, Steelers, and the Redskins. Those are top 3. Top 3 organizations.
Oh, hold on. Washington football team. Washington football team.
I mean, there were that at that time, though.
Football team. I was there when they were the Redskins.
Yeah, I know. I'm just messing around because everybody we can't say it anymore. It's like a plague if we say it.
The Washington football team. Washington football team. So I also make music, by the way, man.
Really?
I make R&B music, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I got an album coming out, mixtape album coming out. So no date on it yet, but it's coming. So prepare your ears, because I'm just trying to give everybody something different to hear, because it's a lot of cold stuff going on right now, a lot of crazy chaos going on right now. So got some music coming out, something to soothe your soul a little bit. So just kind of prepare for that.
Well, I will help you out. You get me that demo, or you get me that album, and I will give it to some of the big DJs out here in Long Island and New York. I'm actually a DJ myself, so I could hook you up, man.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. Hey, that's how God works, That's how God works.
I will help you out, man.
Like I said, I got you guys.